Welcome back. I'm playing Darkest Dungeon 2, and we're doing our Stygian campaign. Now, unfortunately for the holidays, I had some family over. That's not unfortunate. It's actually good to see them. But the unfortunate part is I was letting my nephew play around on my computer, and he accidentally deleted the first couple episodes of my Chapter 2 playthrough. So I figured since you already watched me go through it and fail once, you kind of saw what it had to entail, so we'll just start kind of halfway through this match here. You didn't really miss a whole lot. I just kind of ran through. I'm trying to go after the general at this point in time because I need to get a trophy to be able to get to the mountain. I think I'm on like region 2 or 3, and we're just kind of working on clearing out the tangle. So trying to get as much burn going here because I want to be able to take out the priest and the drummer so he doesn't start doing a bunch of stress damage to me. Because if you leave the drummer as the last guy, then he ends up using his suicide attack, which then stresses everybody out, and then the bishop is able to resurrect units. So it's just like taking the damage from everybody else here. So it's like he's got 7 there, so he'll die. So I figure let's just start trying to kill some of these guys here. And just trying to get the heals going. Because if those guys end up critting, he can do a crazy amount of damage, especially when he's continually getting buffed by the drummer. And it's like, well, he can only attack there, so we might as well move him. And clear the bodies out.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Now, unfortunately, it's like probably not going to get the kill, but maybe with the flame. Oh, we ended up getting we're quick enough, so now we'll kill him. So we didn't suffer the damage.
Greater threats await those who dare.
So yeah, I'm on region 3 for the second chapter here. Just trying to hit into all these little obstacles here, trying to get more items, maybe some baubles. Jump into the oasis here. Even though I'm taking the penalty to the relationship, I'd rather have the stuff there, and I'm just making sure I can end up getting to the layer here to clear the boss out, and then I want to get the reward here because that T set increases the positive relationships. And just working on taking the barricade down, trying to decide, do I end up attacking or do I do the stress heal? Obviously I go with the stress heal here because I don't want to start a bunch of bleed. They're all focusing down the barbarian here. So it's like the one that has the shield is the one that's being protected by the barricade, so it's like let's just attack the ones that aren't being shielded.
Agony by accumulation.
It's like, well, it's the second one there, so it kind of shifts around. Just still trying to stack up attacks here. Now, I think I could have attacked the barricade instead, but I thought, oh, with this point blank shot, he'll be able to get the kill, but she can also do additional damage when they're marked like that. So now it's like, well, I don't quite have enough burn damage there, so now he'll die for sure. Now we just gotta focus this guy down. As you saw, since he was marked, he got the bonus damage there.
Gain is insignificant.
And just kind of continuing to move forward. Trying to get more items here. Coming up to the cache.
The Wainwright awaits.
And I do like the armory key. That's a very nice item here. Now it's like if I get weapons, then I can do even more, but now I got to try to clear out and equip my guys. So that horn gives you increased damage, and now it's like, well, I'll try to get rid of some of these consumables because it's like I'm probably not going to use them. I was thinking, oh, the horn could be cool, and the flame attacks could be cool too. I always like having medicinal herbs in case I end up getting that item for the plague doctor, because then if you have it equipped, he gets a bunch of bonus healing here. And I figure I'm probably not going to be fighting much for blights, and I don't need the speed. So now it's like ideally I'd like to keep using this armory key, but I'm just trying to look around to be like, what do I have for equipment? Because as you saw, the Barbarian had the damage on, the Jester has the bleed bonus, and then the Plague Doctor has the increased healing given, and he has the increased burning item, so I'm not super in love with that, and I'll definitely like to trade that out if I get a better item. And here, I'm just trying to drop as many of these guys down as I can. Because once you can solo the cannon, you should be able to survive pretty easily. And I'm just trying to get the blinds on it, so that way if he can start missing attacks regularly, that will definitely help.
Malaise, measured and
because what you don't want to happen is for him to launch those big attacks and have everybody else alive, where he can then get finished off.
A deliberate and methodical appliance of harm.
So it's like, pretty sure he's not going to be able to kill me here, so we'll just keep chopping him down. Try to get some riposte and dodge. And it's like, well, let's just get rid of the bodies, because then he's only able to fire on the first two. And then he's misfiring, so then I ended up actually stress healing because of that.
Though unpleasant in the extreme, this work is noble and necessary. The fog is parted.
It's like I pretty much see
clear.
everything at this point in time, so there's not really much benefit there. And it's like, do I want to break to the right or the left here? So it's like the academic to get there, or keep fighting. And I end up going to the academic study because I want to get the vintage items there to be able to stress heal if I get the bottles that allow me to increase friendship and stress heal, or even get the adrenaline, which allows me to heal. So I wasn't sure which one I was going to get, and it looks like I'm going to end up with items there that stress heal and help relationships, so just drop in more consumables down here. It's like, I don't think I need any of these things here, so
press onward.
And that's just sad, because I thought that serrated item there was going to actually be a weapon, but that is not the case. So kind of just continuing on here. Got the den. It's like, we'll do it with her so she can be hidden. It's like, we'll start focusing down these spiders.
Empowered.
And we're all still hidden, so they weren't able to get any attacks launched against us, so that's why they all skipped their turn. I was hoping he was going to get a big attack there. It's like, well, let's just keep working here, I guess. And these spiders can quickly get out of control, and I'm starting to notice that my flame is getting pretty low here, so...
In crisis, we can rely only upon each
like,
other.
alright, so he's gonna die. So let's just start focusing on this other guys. Get rid of some of these bodies.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
It's now marked. It's like, well, you've already got your dodge and riposte, so let's just do that to move on to the next group. So I start getting some bleed going on, or burn on everybody. I figured let's take out the weaker ones first if we can. But I wasn't quick enough, so he got to use his necrophage. Usually they won't do it unless they're injured. So that was a little bit unexpected on from my standpoint. It's like, who do we focus on killing here? Alright, so he's just got 2 death blows here. And now next time he gets attacked, he'll die. So he's down. And it's like he is really stacking up a lot of injuries here with this bleed and blight. So it's like, let's just kill him. It's like, if the other one's all buffed up, then let's just try to take down the second one here.
Collaboration confers advantage. A righteous action.
And it's like, well, I can heal his bleed now.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks.
She's using Adrenaline Rush, so she gets a heal, and then she'll get heals with attacks that she does for the next several.
Cooperation is the key.
Get rid of the body so he doesn't end up healing again.
The slow suffering begins.
And now it's just chopping these guys down.
Well done.
And it's always good to clear the layers if you can, because that item allows you to get more mastery points. And that's always helpful to have the more damaging attacks here.
The loathing festers.
And I'm like, well, we're getting pretty close to getting filled again.
Until it becomes an excuse for inaction.
So it's like, what do I want to use for my items here? Probably should have just put the armory key on, but wasn't really thinking there. So here I'm deleting all these items unnecessarily. Again, kind of my priority is focusing on the bishop, followed by the drummer, and then taking out the big tank at the very end. So the last thing I want to do is focus him down just to get resurrected again. And trying to get the riposte going, because that hopefully you'll be able to at least get some return attacks, and you have some dodge too.
This is no time to falter.
It's like he's taking some pretty big damage here. And we had the crit heal, so that works out. Keep focusing him down.
Bravo!
Freaking drummer keeps buffing this guy. And now he's gonna kill himself.
Application of violence yields morbid gains.
And now I'm pretty psyched that I got that weapon there, because now I can increase my melee damage by 20%, followed by another 20% with the armory key. So that works out pretty well for me. And it's like, well, we used up all of our flames, so we might as well start putting stuff in his item too. And then I'm just looking at their negative traits here, and then she's got the periodic paralysis, so I'd definitely like to get rid of that if I can. At this point in time, it's like, ooh, I'm taking some pretty good damage here. It's like, do I start healing? Do I not? I decide to put the flame on to just attack everybody and get rid of some of the guard. I'm still not convinced that's the best idea. I think probably getting the blight going. But at this point in time, it's like, holy shit, I'm suffering all this damage. It's like, well, let's at least try to get some bleed, I guess. We'll use the adrenaline rush so she can try to start healing herself. But it's like, I gotta do something here to heal these guys. And I gotta get them off death's door, so it's like I can do a pretty big heal with that, or I can
Dragged back from the brink.
do the other heal. And I decided to try to go for the maximum amount of health. But that drummer and the arbalist, man, those are a scary combo.
Inexorable.
It's like, well, if I attack with her, she should
There remains a foothold of
be able to
now climb.
heal herself. Now what I didn't realize is when you use items when you have Adrenaline Rush, that heals you too, so I don't know if that's as intended or not. I would suspect with all the time that's gone by with the game, if that wasn't how it's intended, they would have stopped it by now. And it's like, alright, let's do a heal to get you off Death's Door. Let's do a heal here, get him off Death's Door. And then I just need this damn Arbalest to die, because he is just destroying me. It's like my health is terrible, my stress is terrible, and I'm getting ready to fight a boss, so it's like, this is just not good. It's like, alright, he was trying to make me suffer stress damage here, or relationship damage if I would have healed, so that's why I went with that other heal. So it's like, we'll just attack randomly, let you heal there, and we'll try to let everybody else get some attacks so I can try to keep healing as much as I can, since I'm so weak right now. It's like I can get a crit heal. So I guess it's like, we'll do it to yourself.
Greater threats await those who dare.
And it's like, I'd like to keep that item if I can, because of the heals, and I need to get rid of this poison ability. Now I think if I were spamming my consumables a lot more, that would be a much smarter way of doing it, but I always get so fixated on just killing guys that I always forget to use my consumables. And I also have this problem where it's like, I gotta hoard them, because you never know, I might be in a situation where I absolutely need them, and then I end up just deleting them. So definitely something I've got to work on, being more liberal with those.
Beware what awaits you inside.
Now it's like, great, I'm at the General's Keep here. I've got multiple units significantly stress impaired, and my health is not great.
Steady yourself.
It's like, awesome. Now we're almost
on to the next.
On Death's Door already. Like, let's at least get this going to get you buffed up, and then I can heal you. And I'm getting pretty annoyed that the relationship keeps getting affected by that. Let's just start chopping through these guys as much as we can. She should die next time. We can get some stress heal going. It's like, well, I can heal you some more, and I probably should, because we're going to be able to get this win pretty easily, or get this kill pretty easily. So now it's pretty much, again, trying to stack up as much heals as we can so we can move on to the next step. It's like, let's just get that going for more heals, and now it's next step, so let's move on. And that damn paralyzing poison or disease ended up screwing me for her attack. At this point in time, it's like, I just need to get some kills going. It's like, I really don't want to get the riposte attacks, but I had the dodge token, so it's like, I guess we'll do that there. And it's like, alright, let's just keep this going. Now the bishop's gone. And it's like, we'll double tap there, so now he'll be dead next turn. Or I should say this turn, since he's got the range attack there. It's like, do I just do the minor heal? It's like, I might as well.
The slow suffering begins.
She'll start with her adrenaline rushes. He's jumping forward so he can get the riposte starting. It's like, let's just get her heal going, because now we're just quickly chopping everything down. And her frickin' disease affects her again, and I lose another turn. It's like, well, just keep the heals here. And we get the execution, so... Just looking at these items, and I get the corpse damage and the immobilization, so I'm pretty stoked about that. I really love his token. It's like, not only is he one of the easier guys to kill, but with that token, or with that trophy, it makes it one of the most powerful ones, as long as you don't have a dancer party, because then you're just in trouble. So now with this, I'm just trying to attack him as much as I can. Once he starts throwing the vines down regularly, then you want to start attacking it, and you got to attack that vine twice to be able to release it, so he doesn't take your guys there.
Awash in turmoil.
So now it's pretty much just get down there. Now what I was hoping is if I attack that, that would also count as a to release the vines, but I did it a little prematurely there because he hadn't actually done the vines yet, so I don't know if items on those work it or not.
Time to falter.
And it's like, do I keep going forward with damage, or do I need to work on my stress heals at this point in time? I like to try to get the mark and
a slow dissection,
trying to get the poison.
an unavoidable end.
Just hacking as much as we can here. This is always the problem I have on the generals, is like, do I keep pushing it to try to get kills and damage, or do I end up healing? And it's like, well, let's just do the stress heal here. I need you to keep doing the 2 attacks so I don't end up losing a character.
And now,
It's like, shit, now I'm on death's door.
Test of all.
It's like, that was a big hit, so that definitely helped me. It's like, let's just get that bleed stopping since she's not going to be able to heal. And at this point, it's like, let's just focus on doing damage, I guess. And I'm trying to blind the general, so hopefully as Whispers doesn't hurt us. And it's like, well, let's stress heal you.
From this carousel of horrors.
And we'll regularly heal you to get you out death's door. And if I'm committing to just killing him, then I just will accept somebody's gonna be taken out. And it's like, let's do that, so if you get damage, you'll get another attack. We'll go here. So now it's like, next attack should get the kill. And it's like, do I get a heal or do I just finish him off? And it's like, well, let's just use your item here, heal a little bit for free, and then get the death blow.
Amidst the spoils,
and now I've got all these nice items here.
Unparalleled power.
And now it's like, alright, I gotta start looking here and seeing what I want to do for items. It's like, pretty sure I'm gonna need to get rid of that. And then I see that she's pretty slow, so I'm like, let's get her to the shield, because then she potentially has the option of getting extra attack here. I do like the thought of that trap too. It's like, do I bring that down here? And then it's healing from skill, so I'm like, do I really need that? And I don't think I do, but I didn't actually mean to delete it, so I was a little annoyed about that. And now I'm just kind of looking through these items like, what do I need, what do I not need? I'm not super in love with a lot of these things. So it's like, well, I guess let's just equip the items so I can clear out some of this inventory space. It's like I still gotta get rid of 2 more things here. And I get rid of the stained item because I'm like, what are the chances I'm going to get a really good item that's going to need me to have the equipment to have the stained stuff going. And of course I forgot that I had the candles here, so at this point in time candles are pretty worthless for us. So it's like, I guess I should just be dumping the candles pretty regularly. So I was like, well, let's just start working this guy down here. It's like, well, smack that guy down. He's now immobilized. And he was vulnerable, so I wanted our big damage dealer to do some hits there. It's like, I really want to get that last guy down here, so he's not healing and buffing everybody. So it's like, alright, now that one's on death's door. It's like, let's just try that.
An unavoidable end.
And I go there thinking that, well, if he bleeds again, he should be able to get it. Should just die on his own. He freaking one-shots my freaking warrior there. Or not warrior, my rogue. So it's like, yeah, let's just focus on stress healing at this point in time. It's like, we'll try to get him going. We're going to need to heal to get him off death's door. He worshipped, which now got a heal there. He has to attack that guy because of his position. He's back on death's door. I'm like, I gotta kill this dang little altar thing here that keeps healing everything. It's like, well, maybe if I blind him, I can keep guys alive. I get another death's door check, and luckily he survives. It's like, alright, we gotta get you healed more. Start chopping this guy down. And it's like, excellent. That was 2 attacks. Now it's like, can I heal or should I just get the kill? And it's like, no, I should pretty easily be able to get the heal because the Jester is going to go. And now it's like, do I just stress heal? And it's like, I've had too many death doors checks. I don't want to risk it, so let's just get the kill. And then, of course, I got rid of the stain thing, and then I look there and I'm like, shit. Of course, after I get rid of the stained item, I get the increased HP, which I would totally use on my Plague Doctor for this boss battle. So I'm pretty annoyed about that. So it's like, well, maybe I'll get another one of those stained frames or something that I can do. It's like we finally made it to the end.
The familiar heart.
And it's like, well, that sucks.
Once again.
That's also pretty bad, getting vulnerable. So it's like, man, I keep getting some pretty negative quirks here. And luckily my disease was cured by what I turned in. So now we're getting all these other items. It's like, well, let's get the heals going. Let's get the trinket on. Positive relationship.
An improvement.
And then it's like, well, if we're going to get whiskey, maybe I want that. And it's like, well, do I want more inventory slots? It's like, after I carried all that stuff, I'm like, nah, let's forget it. And it's like, get the point blank up to get the extra damage, increase damage to the rear, increase chance of mark, increase bleed. And it's like, who else do I want to do? It's like, let's steal the tokens instead of just destroying them. And then double tap will get execution, which would be nice. And it's like, let's just do that, because there's several guys that if I would have had the execution, that would have helped me.
Relics remind us of a time before the end.
Now I'm trying to remember what I've got for items here, because it's been so long. It's like, let's just delete that stuff. And look at our relationships, because they're actually exceptionally well in this chapter. So it's like, let's get that stuff going. And it's like, I think they're still the lowest grouping here, so it's like those guys are now full. Get that going. And I was like, I wanted to keep stress healing. And it's like, alright, that's 17, so we'll do this and that. And now they're up to 19. And it's like, what do we have for options here? It's like, let's do the sluice for the free location to try to get more items. Because I still am not totally happy with the +2 damage dealt here. So it's like I definitely would not be sad if I got some better items. It's like I got quite a bit of relics and baubles, so it's like, do I want to start feeding my guys? It's like we might as well, just in case, because the sluice does have some very powerful guys. I was going to do more speed boost to my Plague Doctor there, but he cannot do it due to his negative ability, so it's like, let's just use some of this stuff up here, so I'm not just getting rid of it unnecessarily. Just looking at what abilities I have going right now. And it's like, alright, what do I want to do here? Do I keep spending money on relationship stuff? I'm like, well, I'm going to need more flame for sure, so let's just do that. It's like I keep seeing this stupid trinket for the increased healing from skills. And it's like I got all this money, shouldn't I just spend it and feed everybody here? And then it's like, alright, who am I gonna give the lanterns to? It's like, let's just do it here. And she's still free, so it's like, alright, let's give her the cantrips here. Try to increase the bleeding. And it's like, how much do I want to spend to increase relationships? Like, just keep doing that, so I got the lanterns here, but I'm almost at max relationship with everybody here, so it's like, I don't know if I really want a whole lot of this stuff. It's like I'm pretty happy with what I've got. I'm not happy with some of these negative relationships or negative traits I've got, because some of them are pretty pretty dangerous. And I was just like, I'm pretty sure I didn't see anything that allows me to get rid of my negative traits. I'm just looking at my relationships here. It's like 19, 18. So it's like, alright, if that's the case, maybe I want to buy some of the whiskey, and then I can get that for the guaranteed improvement to the relationship. And it's like, alright, now they're 20. And it's like, oh shoot, I have another ones that weren't quite there. So it's like, alright, well now they're 20. So I think now the lowest one I have is 19. And it's like, well, I think I'm going to be ready to move on to the sluice here. So just making sure I healed everything. It's like, yep, everything's good. So those are pretty good benefits to have here, because it's like I will be using that slice off pretty regularly.
Tread carefully and quickly. This is swine country.
It's like, alright, well, we're hidden. We've now one-shot this guy, so I'm pretty happy about that, but I really want to get rid of that guy with the spears, because he just can do crazy amount of damage against me. So like, start chopping him down then. He's my first priority. Now he's down. It's like, get rid of the bodies so that stupid worm doesn't munch him down. And it's like, shit, I can't hit him because he's invisible. And I've only got the one attack, but once they're the only ones left, even if they're invisible, they can still suffer damage. And it's like, alright, I got the pig sticker there, but I'm not sure I'm going to use that. And I'm like, did I have all my items equipped? It's like, great, I'm already hurting my relationships. It's like, we'll work on taking out the big boy and that little skittery guy here.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end. The enemy weakens and wanes.
It's like, alright, he'll die next turn, so I'm pretty happy about that. So it's like, well, maybe we start focusing down the worm then.
Bravo!
Keep getting that dodge up for Plague Doctor. Unfortunately, he was able to get the heal and eat up that body. So it's like, well, let's just keep focusing on this. We'll steal those points. Attack here.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
And now he'll die on his turn, so that'll stop him from getting the attack. So it's like, let's just focus on the worm now. It's like, oh, I can't double tap him, unfortunately, because he's in the wrong spot. Now it's like, alright, now he's gonna die, so we'll just keep doing that.
Abandoned or
And he's down.
It is ours
Not
now.
a bad item. Some increased HP, or decreased crit chance.
Stumbling and grasping. Shadows of what they
And
once
thankfully
were.
it's a pretty nice, easy battle here. So it's like, alright, just drop down these low tier units here. It's like, yeah, they can do some stress and diseases, but nothing crazy. Bring the stress down. We'll
This
use it
road
to heal
cannot
up.
be walked alone.
It's like we'll start focusing her down. Now it's a very weak damage and a very
Easily
weak,
resolved.
almost dead stress dealer, which shouldn't be too difficult for us. Unfortunately, I can't quite reach her.
Though unpleasant in the extreme, this work is noble and necessary.
Alright, Swine's Cache. It's like, I'm not super in love with any of these things
Your
here.
coach is laden. You can carry no more.
So it's like, what do I want to get rid of? And it's like, I'm not really using Open the Vein, and I'm not doing a lot of range. So it's like, we'll get rid of that. I'm not going to go to the Shroud. It's like, do I need that stress heal or not? It's like, I think I'd rather have the other one because it's two stress healing, or stress healing for 2 characters instead of just 1. So it's like, let's just get rid of that. And I'm unlikely to use those nets. And it's like, I did create some whiskey, so I'm pretty stoked about that. So with the damage that I'm suffering, that should be able to heal.
The unknown
And then it's
awaits.
like, again,
Be
I gotta
wary.
get rid of some of these candles so I can make additional room in my inventory here. It's like, damn it, he missed. And he's in the back, so he does a slightly more powerful attack. It's like, damn it, now I've missed twice. Trying to keep you alive. It's like, get the bleeds as much as we can. She's now stunned. It's like, alright, we really got to drop this guy, because if anybody's going to kill us, it's going to be him. I mean, the little pigs with their swords can do some good damage too, but I'm more worried about him marking my units and I get nuked with one of those big attacks, or he attacks everybody and weakens them up. So it's like, they are always my first priority.
A little help impeccably timed.
It's like, well, just kill him at this point in time. He's now no longer hidden. So it's like, let's try to focus him down. Because the worms don't regularly do good damage, so I'm not worried about anything with the worm. Now, it looks like he does good damage, but that's because this guy's also vulnerable. It's like, well, he's gonna die next turn. So maybe we just let him die from his abilities here. Or die from the blight. And I could try to heal, but I didn't have
Cut down
it.
these nightmares. and blaze the trail to your
like,
redemption.
if she crits, that's okay. When moving, she needs to be in the front in order to use that ability. So it's like, I don't know. I'm probably not going to ever use that. The item isn't too bad, though. Being able to hit everybody. So it's like, let's just dump that. And it's like, well, maybe we'll use that instead. And we'll just drop the single bandage.
The swine were first reported by denizens of a small hamlet nestled on the eastern coast.
It's like, well, I guess we'll just keep the fights going, even though it's destroying my relationships. Because I want to try to get as many items as I can. And it's like, alright, well, at least you got rid of one of his tokens, followed by a second. And it's like, I'd rather get some kills and I can stress heal at a later time. It's like, let's just start getting some big hits here.
What is it, then, that gazes back so intently from the abyss?
It's like, well... let's just get that going. Because he's already got dodge and riposte here. She just keeps hacking away, you know. But it's like, holy shit, he just did a lot of damage. So I for sure need to stress heal. At this point in time, it's like, do I heal him or do I focus on killing these other guys? It's like, again, I think I'm going to survive as long as I can kill these other guys.
Only upon each other.
He's got one left. And then he'll be dead. Now it's like, alright, heal him up for sure.
Welcome relief.
And now she's here. So it's like, just get the kill. So it's like, that was not great. That Greater Bouncer's Belt is quite good. Recorder is not bad either. So I'm like, I've been doing all this burning damage because I have these sacred scribblings. But if my speed is low, it makes that guy potentially vulnerable, so I'm like, get rid of that. And it's like, do I want to just give a positive token to somebody? That seems like it would be pretty good. But I'm not sure it's better than what I have right now. And it's like, well, maybe I actually just want to give you that healing from skills so you can keep healing yourself for 25% more. It's like I'm not going to be running in low light, so I don't think that other item's very good for us. It's like we've got the claws here, which I like. And it's like just kind of looking over, trying to decide what I want to do here. It's like, well, let's drop some candles. It's like, am I going to need all this flame? Probably not. It's like, we've got these other items here. Let's just get rid of them. It's like, I'm pretty healed. I need to bring the stress down, so let's just do another one. Now, I stole his protection. I think in retrospect I would have liked to steal the dodge off of the big scary spear thrower. Let's do as much damage as we can. Stack up all this bleed, burn, and blight since they go pretty quickly. It's like, yep, what am I doing here? Getting off target. I need to be killing. this guy as much as I can. I was hoping he was going to be executed. And it's like, I think it's still worthwhile. It's like, I can get the kill here if I do this. Because now he'll die next turn. Let's get your heal going. Now we just gotta take out these guys back here.
The slow suffering begins.
Clear out the bodies. So we'll bring the heat, the light up. It's like, oh, I just suffered a little more damage. And now he's dead.
Cut down these nightmares.
And I got that freaking item back that I just got rid of a while ago. I don't know. I wish they made it when you drop these items that they wouldn't keep returning. It's like, clearly I dropped it, so I don't want the item. Please stop putting it back into the shuffle here. Because technically if I'm throwing it by the roadside, it shouldn't show up
Lower
again.
your guard. Soften your gaze. It is safe here.
It's like, what is my relationship status? It's like, oh, he's down to 16 now. So it's like, well, maybe I just heal you back up with the whiskey that I got for free. Well, it's like 19, 18, 18, 18, so... I ended up giving it to the wrong guy there, so it's like, oh shit, those are the ones that had 20. It's like, I'm not terribly upset by either of those. Blundering is bad.
The means of mastery.
I was just trying to remember how many mastery points I had. It's like, well, the pistol shot's pretty good because if I can stun guys when they're marked, that's pretty powerful. And it's like, well, do I want to get the extra blight damage here? It's like, well, maybe we do that one instead. Since that increases the blight by 2.
The next stop is leagues
like, we'll
away.
bring your healing up all the way.
Plan accordingly.
It's like, oh, I've got some stuff to remove negative traits, which is good. I got a plus 10 crit. It's like we've got that negative trait, so it's like, I think we should probably want to get rid of that. It's like, if I can get rid of blundering, I'd be pretty happy. So I do that, and I do, so I'm like, excellent. It's like, I don't like that, and I don't like anemic. I don't care about tipper. Not terribly upset about either of those other two.
Fair, but fairly priced.
So I'm just trying to figure out what I want to spend my money on, because I've got so much at this point in time. It's like, it doesn't do me any good to just hoard everything. So it's like, well, I guess we'll just get your speed up. It's like, that only leaves me with 3 item slots. It's like, alright, now I've got 4. It's like, well, maybe we just buy food for everybody. It's like, alright, now that helped my health and it helped with everything else.
Fire and rot.
And it's like, well, do I go here
from this
or do I go with the sprawl? And it's like, let's definitely do the sprawl. I may use that item for the increased health. And it's much easier than the other location. And so then we're moving down to the sprawl, so
tried and tested.
It's like, alright, well now I'm going to call it quits for the day. So I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please give my channel a like and subscribe. Encourage me to post more content for you. Have a great day.